retail market, and there's something about it that needs to be done in order to bring people in. And they came out with the concept that kind of tells about it. Basically, the crop ripens, then comes to the harvest. The Moore Street market needs to ripen and show itself so people can reap from its harvest. With that said, I just create my objectives to the market. Well, first of all, I need to bring the market outside into the street so people can see it and be attracted to it. And then next, I need to create a shopping area visible and appealing to the community, as well as like a sort of a meeting, hangout location people can go in. And my third point to create was to integrate the market into the community by creating a community center to serve the needs of the local population, which will benefit both the market and the neighborhood.
Those are your objectives. You complete.
Correct. Those are mine. Exactly. So like I started the design by creating the objectives so that way I wouldn't fall off track or just go in a different direction. So I have that in mind. So then I start my research, as promising, so create some charts about the races of the Moore Street Market neighborhood, and also the mode of transportation, how many people walked, how many people took the subway, drove in that area. So it's kind of important to see what's...
What is that? It's the light blue.
The light blue is actually the amount of people that take the subway. So the 22% of the population in that area take the subway. 22% drive their cars, 14% of that take the bus, and we have 19% that just walk to work, which is kind of a big number. As a precedent, I looked over at this, the Oxbow Public Market in Napa Valley. The reason I picked this one as a precedent is because I saw that the bricks with the glass and the interaction, and I thought like, wow, that's what this market needs. Like some sort of interaction between transparency and the hard surface is the brick. And then the other one that I took was the Smart in Boston, because I actually was there and I saw that they bring the market inside, outside, especially in the winter, by having these vendors just on the outside of the market. So that's sort of a good approach to people that are passing by just to see that. Because otherwise, it's a very solid building, you can't see inside. Okay. So the first thing I need to do was to create a device that will bring the inside to outside. So I start off by creating a vegetable cart, like a vegetable and fruit market. So that was my initial design. Just a cart, and what it does, it brings the stuff outside, but it folds itself. So during the winter of the cold season, it can be brought back inside. Now the second part of it was, so if I'm going to open the market in the streets, I need to find a way of closing the market. So what I did is I create a canopy that will go in the facade and punch through the facade holes where those cars will be between. So during the summer will be the canopy, and then in the winter time, those canopy can work as a door, so to close it in. So let's see how I integrate all these elements to the market. Well, first start with the roof plan. And on the roof plan, I wanted to maximize the space in that market, so I did a garden roof, so people can go in. I took the skylights that they have and I create one skylight that connects to two entrances. I changed the entrance a little bit, I put them on each corner, because I think that's where people will be passing the most and be more attracted to them. And then on the inside, the skylight follows the path to the vendors and everything else. So in the first floor plan, we can see where the northwest entrance and the southwest entrance, where you're going to pass by the flow of the market. So those of you who are at the push carts that comes outside, and they can also use it inside. So this kind of creates a bigger space for the vendors as well, because now they can be displaying inside and out. And in the middle of here is some more vendor booths. And if you keep walking in this direction, you're going to hit the food court, where there's a central staircase that will take you to the roof garden and also to the basement. And the restroom, the bathrooms, the service area is located over there. And on this side over here, which is the Moore Street side, there's a flower shop on this side, which can also be open, so people who are past on the Puerto Rican Avenue, the Grand Avenue, they can see the flowers over here, so that might attract some people to come towards. This is the basement. So basically, the basement. So the top part would be only for food, vegetables, that sort of thing, and in the basement would be more stores. You put all the stores in the community center that will attract people. So basically, to go to the community center, you have to walk through the whole market. So you have to see everything that's going on in order to get there. And so this sort of will bring more people in. And this is a reflecting ceiling plan, which the skylights will represent the main path, and then those lights running across will be on top of the vendors. So instead of having the booths closed, they're being closed with lights, which I'll show you in a little bit. So the elevation of the building elevations, the west elevation, which is Humboldt Street, the main entrance. So everything is open, the food carts come out, we have trees. The terrace, there's this gesture openings, so if you're down below, you can see there's something going on up there, people walking. And we have the south and north elevation. Perspective of the whole market, you can see the entrances. I enlarged the main entrances in the corners to attract more people as well. And you have the cross section, which you can see what sort of the basement where the stores will be, the community center, and the top part, skylight running across, the hanging lights. Those hanging lights, they came from inspiration of the market. Some of the vendors, they have like pots and pans that they sell in there, and it's hanging like all around the place. So that kind of stuff, those hanging lights came from that. So long section. The basement. So this big space in the bottom is the community center. Just a color rendering. Okay. So this is how the doors basically work. During the summertime they're open, then in the wintertime they close. But you still, you can't see through because the gestures that were made here were also translated into the doors, so people pass by, you can see that. Oh, this is just a view of the buildings around the site, because they do influence a little bit, especially regarding this the canopy. Because when we did like a shadow light study, so those buildings were used to determine how long would the canopy need to be in order to really work out with the fruit and vegetable stands during the summer. Just the next couple of things would be just some images of outside and inside. So this is inside in the food court, and there's that central staircase, which above there's some skylights as well next to that, just bring the light to that main area, sitting area. Couple more images. This is from the west side entrance, just as you walk in. And you can see the central booth, so the vendors still can hang their pans and pots on top of this. The food vendors there. And there's an animation too. It's kind of a walkthrough animation. It's going to give you more insight on what's going on inside of this building. It'll get the 2-minute animation.
Wow. Lord, this is amazing. I think it's really great because like you really thought through a lot of the comments that we've been bringing up, how to activate the street, how to bring people in, clear up the circulation. You've got this beautiful simple stair thing. I think you could have stopped after the black and white renderings because you engage me more than when you go to these renderings. The color kind of kills it a little bit. It's very flat and it doesn't let me.
For the interiors, especially.
Yeah.
Even when the others, it doesn't read.
And I did almost stop on those colors. I almost took it out, and I just went like, oh, let's just see the animation and those black and white drawings.
When you do your portfolio, do the black and whites and then put a few colors where you think it's really key, like